Hi, we are Team One, and we are presenting an internal innovation for Google called Google Calendar Plus. Our team members include Kisara Dang, Caleb Yu, Trey Menchaca, Chris McDonald, and Rishi Pradeep. We hope you enjoyed our quick demonstration. Now we're going to go through the problem, solution, business model, and next steps. On to the problem. American adults have about 36 to 40 hours of free time in a week. The problem is many of us are spending our free time in ways that aren't really making us happy. James Wallman, author of Time and How to Spend It, hits the nail on the head here. He tells us that individuals have the free time, but it's how they're spending it that isn't making them happy. This is the pain point that we discovered. James Wallman goes further and explains how there's two types of way to spend free time: junk experiences and superfood experiences. Junk experiences are like watching Netflix, scrolling through TikTok. Time sort of just passes. Superfood experiences is when we're intentional with our time, spending time with other people, and really just left satisfied after we spend our time. So after conducting research, we narrowed our target audience to college students and young professionals. Not only are these individuals in super busy stages of their life, but they're also in their young ages of independence and really adventurous in terms of how they want to spend their free time. They really want to capitalize on pursuing superfood activities, and we want to help them. So initially, we wanted to survey our target audience. We understand that this information is limited. However, back given, we had two key findings. The first is that the statement, "I feel like I spend enough time with friends and family," had more people disagree than agree. The second statement, I struggle to find time to do things with friends and family," more people agreed than disagreed. So clearly, there's a pain point within our target audience. They want to spend time with friends and family and really pursue superfood activities with them. Furthermore, we conducted multiple empathy interviews with college students and young professionals. And what we discovered was that time was not the root cause. Individuals had large blocks of time within their calendar, but it was being thoughtful and intentional with that time that was difficult for them. That being said, we narrowed down our root cause to access. Individuals lack convenient access to pursue superfood activities. Kasar will now go through our solution and how we wanted to make this easier for individuals.
So, as Caleb discussed, how college students and young professionals spend their time leaves them unsatisfied and unfulfilled. We wanted to create a product that tailors this need, and this comes in the form of a Google Calendar extension, Google Calendar Plus. It helps the users make the most of their already busy schedules through curating and making personal recommendations for users through analyzing one's individual calendar and making smart suggestions for available time slots with activities that are specific to the user. Even more, it helps you schedule activities to do with your friends. This add-on considers an individual's schedule, location, budget, and network. The program utilizes already existing Google products such as Google Maps to make suggestions for events and activities in their area that fit their schedule, location, as well as other customizable specifications such as budget and specific interests. For instance, if I'm a young professional from Toronto working in New York and I have free time from 8 to 10 p.m., Google Calendar Plus will suggest a New York hockey game from 8 to 10 that factors in my budget and the time it takes me to get there and back. This feature is completely opt-in and creates a calendar separate from your work or school calendar. Additionally, it makes coordinating with friends so much easier. It utilizes Google's already existing feature of finding availability for you and friends and suggests activities within those time slots. Next, let's go into the business model.
By nature, our business model is two-sided. We provide value for both our users and the businesses we partner with. For our users, we provide value by offering personalized data-driven suggestions and allow users to schedule them with their friends in advance all at the press of a button. By making our product convenient and easy to use, we are addressing the root cause of access, allowing our users quick access to superfood activities with little effort on their own end.
In terms of delivering value to our business customers, we believe that we're giving them a valuable marketing opportunity because our personalized suggestions will lead to higher conversion rates among users compared to other forms of advertisement. And in order to generate revenues, we plan to collect advertising fees. Because as our suggestions improve and users continue to follow through with these suggestions, we will drive higher traffic to these businesses.
So to estimate our profits, we need to incorporate certain revenue and cost assumptions. Overall, there are currently 500 million Google Calendar users, and we would plan to make 20 suggestions per month to our users. With businesses, there are two models in which they can pay. They can use the suggestion model and pay per 1,000 recommendations in the same way that current Google advertisers pay per 1,000 impressions. Or they can use the follow-through model and pay based on the actual success of the recommendation, meaning whether or not the customer actually followed through with the recommendation we gave. We assumed an average cost of $3.50 per 1,000 recommendations, and for the follow-through model, a $1 charge with the recommendation, with 2% of overall recommendations being followed through on. With costs, we have development costs and implementation costs. For example, when a Google search is made, it costs Google 0.28 cents. We also incorporated our development costs based on median pay rates and expected hours. By estimating these costs, we can estimate our financial profile. These estimations are $1.4 billion in revenue, $336 million in costs, yielding $1.1 billion in profit annually at a 76% profit margin. There are more items that we need to research and prove to feel 100% confident in this estimation, as Trey will talk about in a minute. But overall, this is the potential we think we could have.
So the key resources we'll be utilizing are Google's technology, network, data, and human capital. We'll be leveraging Google's already existing users and businesses. Second, algorithms and data assets are essential to making optimal recommendations. The people behind the project are equally as vital to success. We'll need Google coders, technical experts, and researchers to continue to develop and reiterate this product. Finally, Google's strong brand and perception is a vital asset that is coupled with its existing users to expand its network effects. Next, let's talk about the Google products we'll be leveraging. Google has a limitless amount of ways it can benefit our product, from Google Maps to Google Pay to Google Ads. Google Calendar Plus pairs well with current products and just makes sense for Google.
In order to fulfill our CVP, there are a few things we have to do. We have to design and implement an add-on that will integrate with Google Calendar without harming the user experience. We also have to continually innovate our algorithm to ensure that we're providing users with the most optimal activity recommendations. And lastly, we have to ensure that we're serving the needs of both sides of our marketplace so we can scale our business effectively.
Throughout this project so far, we have had several iterations that we've gone through. The main three transitions we have been working on have been defining our root cause, the implementation of our idea, and the business model. As Caleb mentioned, we initially thought our root cause was time. However, after conducting survey and empathy interviews, we found that access was actually more of a problem for our users than time. This guided our project towards focusing more on the recommendation aspect of our product. With implementation, through empathizing, we found that we needed to make sure we didn't become overbearing with this product. This led us to create a separate calendar showing, as Kassar discussed, allowing our users to opt in and will continue to influence the UI of our design. Finally, with the business model, we originally thought we should base our revenue on data selling. However, as we did more research on how search algorithms generate money, we found our revenues would be found through the cost per suggestion and follow-through models.
Now that you understand our business model, it's time to look at our next two riskiest assumptions. For quality of suggestions, we believe that it must be true that our scheduling add-on will provide college students and young professionals with activities and events that they will truly enjoy by providing smart data-driven suggestions on the calendar. We will know we have validated this when we have suggested activities to 50,000 users through our add-on, and 60% of those users follow through with the recommended activity and are left satisfied. For business partnerships, we believe that it must be true that there is a large set of businesses willing to pay a premium of 30 to 40% to have their activities and events directly suggested on users' schedules. We will know we have validated this when 100 companies in 2 weeks will pay $3.50 per 1,000 suggestions for targeted advertising through our add-on.
So as for a timeline, we felt that a Gantt chart would best help visualize our strategy moving forward, as there are a lot of moving parts. As you can see, in phase 1, we'll be testing and validating our product. In phase 2, we'll be doing a beta launch and monitoring and analyzing user feedback. In phase 3, we'll be utilizing this feedback to reiterate our product and finally launch our product. And in phase 4, we'll be continually adapting and evolving our product.
Lastly, we're fortunate that all resources needed to scale are held within Google. Google Research and its technical expertise will help us develop a better and better suggestion algorithm. Secondly, Google's platform and its access to both businesses and users will allow us to develop stronger and stronger network effects. Thank you.